Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We're here at Integrate 2016 here in Sydney, Australia. I'm joined by Eric Trombley, who is the Manager of Product Marketing for Extron. First of all, Eric, how are you doing this morning?
Doing great, doing great. Glad to be here in Australia.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm glad to be here too. The weather is been interesting while I've been here. We've had some sun, had some rain, a wide range of weather, but it's in a beautiful location right next to where the Olympics were held in 2000. So it's kind of neat to see that facility. But most importantly, we're here at a great show that shows well for Australia and New Zealand. Would you agree?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, Extron came to the show with a couple of missions. Obviously, one is to continue the support of the industry. In fact, when you walk in the show floor, you're the first booth that you see because you've been exhibiting since the very beginning and supporting this show since it started.
Right, yep. You see us right when you walk in.
Yep. And so, but you came here with a couple of messages. One of the things that is an overriding message that you can see walking around your booth or your stand today clearly is the Vector 4K scaling engine that you have. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. Vector 4K is our proprietary scaling technology. It was engineered by the ground up from Extron, has patented technology in it. We really feel it sets the industry benchmark for signal processing for image quality.
Well, one thing that's unique about Vector 4K scaling, correct me if I'm wrong here, I think it's still the only scaling chip that does 4K 60 444 chroma sampling, which means that technically you have the only scalers on the market that can actually handle that currently right now, correct?
Right, yeah, our DSC, HD, 4K plus A scalers, they're the industry's only and first 4K 60 444 scalers that will do that on a single connection. So HDMI 2.0, HDCP 2.2 compliant.
Yeah, and in fact, we shot a video on that, and you can see it by just typing in Extron in the video search window, by the way. Thanks for helping us with that. The sort of you get a head start there because since you designed the scaler from the ground up, as you said yourself, that means that it's your own engine, you control the technology. So the reason why the other companies don't have, anyone else doesn't have a 4K scaler that does 4K 60 444 is because they have to wait for the other chipset manufacturers to build a chip that'll do it, and then they got to build the product that would do it.
Right, definitely gives us a leg up having all that technology engineered in-house by our own talented engineering staff.
Right, and I suspect, although you're not launching any products here, and certainly Extron is pretty careful about not launching, from personal experience, not launching products ahead of time, but I suspect we'll probably see the 4K, the Vector scaling engine in some other products, not just the two that you've shown here at the show eventually.
Right. Today at Integrate, though, we are introducing our new Quantum Ultra 4K video wall processor. That's the newest product that incorporates our Vector 4K scaling engine. So a 4K video wall processor, ultra high bandwidth. We're really excited to be debuting that here in Australia.
And what's the response been to that? Do they understand? You walk around the show floor, there's certainly more 4K display technology than ever before, but most of the companies aren't shipping it yet, but do they understand the importance of the customers? Do the integrators understand the importance of future-proofing a system with full 4K capability?
Yeah, we've had really good reception to it, and on our display we're actually showing a mix of portrait 4K displays with a 2x2 of 1080p displays, and that's all being run from the same processor. So we're kind of showing, we've got the 1080p 2K displays, but we're also, with this new processor, we've got the capability to drive 4K as well, and again, showing them both from being driven from the same processor.
And if Sarah will kind of turn the camera around and show that, it's right behind you over there, Sarah. I think it's worth taking a look at because this is a great example of how you can do command and control and do much higher resolution because you're using 4 times the resolution of 1080p, in which you would previously you'd had to put together multiple 1080p products to build the resolution that you're seeing here, which is all coming out of one scaling chipset.
Right. So it's going to be a super flexible, great for any market, but also with command and control. We've got it's designed for 24/7 operation, has dual redundant hot swappable power supplies, 2 AC connections on the back, so you can connect those across separate circuits. So really designed for any application, just to be super robust, super reliable, very high performance.
All right, I'd like to change gears and just ask you one quick question here at the end, and that is Integrate 2016, day 1, day 2 is in the bag. We got day 3 starting today. Right now, what's your impressions of the show so far?
We've had good quality, people coming through, meeting up with our dealers, seeing them again. and bringing them through the booth and showing them existing technology, but also some of the newer things like the Quantum Ultra. So it's been real good, real busy, real good.
Well, you've created a buzz on the show floor, not just because you're right in the entrance of the show floor, but everybody's been talking about your capabilities of handling 4K, and that's a big message right now because the whole industry is transitioning into 4K. That's going to be the direction everybody's going to go, and everybody's going to want to be able to handle that properly and future-proof their system. So you're in a unique position right now with that Vector 4K scaling engine. So Eric, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time, and thanks for watching. We still got most of day 3 still left to shoot video, so keep watching. And of course, as I said, you can type in Extron in the video search window, or of course you can go to extron.com to see all their products.